This knife is the K-Bar ZK, that is Zombie Killer line Famine Tanto. It is SK5 carbon steel, blade length 7.5 inches, and the handle scales are glass-filled nylon, full tang construction. All right, let me roll in just a little bit of usage footage and durability testing. Is it durable? Alright, as you can see, I've beat this knife up. I'll just show you full tang construction, palm swell in both directions. You see the contour of the handle there. There's a rear quillion, which is an extension of the tang. Lanyard hole there. You see the texture pattern there. Sub hilt there. And this comes with bright, high visibility toxic green handle scales, but it also comes with these. I just switched them out for the black ones because I like that better. All right, and as you can see, this is how the finish is going to wear when you chop things and use this knife. Overall, this knife has held up extremely well to a lot of different abuse well, not abuse, but just use that I've had this knife for a while. Okay, I've had this since, I don't know, a year or maybe two. But yeah, it's beat up, but it's still going strong. Let me give you some size comparisons. Here it is next to a USMC K-Bar fighting knife. As you can see, it's a little bit longer in terms of blade length and in terms of just overall length. A little bit larger than your standard K-Bar. It's actually more similar in overall length to this other K-Bar, the K-Bar Becker BK5 Magnum Camp. And so it is a substantial knife. And here it is next to another knife in the ZK line, the K-Bar ZK War Sword. As you can see, the War Sword noticeably longer than the Famine Tanto. And they both use the same steel. If you're interested in the War Sword, just check out my full testing and review video. Let me just point out a few interesting features. First of all, it comes with those partial serrations. And as you can see, really the only part of the blade I haven't busted up are the serrations. I just have never found much use for them. I've found a lot of use for just as a chopper, the rest of the edge, right? But yeah, I really didn't find much use for those serrations, but there they are. And it does have, see that it does have effective jimping on the base of the spine, and you see the grind here, primary bevel and flat, and the edge bevel. Americanized version of the Tanto with the sub tip there. There's the geometry. And I have to say, overall, you know, over the last year, I've beat the shit out of this, and it's held up amazingly well. There are a few nicks in the blade, but that was not from normal use, you know. I mean, things happen, you know. I've dropped this a couple times. I've dropped it on freaking other knives or just accidentally hit it onto other knives, etc. So that's what those nicks are from, but none of those are from normal use, okay? That will not happen if you're just chopping wood. It holds up extremely well. It's just a very rugged blade. But anyway, what I found out is that the real purpose of this shape is to make it a faster and better chopper. Because since that's oversized, it can like kind of pivot around your pointer finger there. So when you're chopping, that's actually useful. Right? You can speed chop like, you know, like a Chinese chef with this because of that handle shape, and it lets you get more powerful chops as well, right? And if you use it, you'll find out that it does make it a better chopper. This is the knife and the sheath that it comes with. It's Moly compatible, the zombie logo. Here's the belt loop there. Horizontal retaining straps with button closures. There is a Velcro band here, stuff sack secondary pocket here. There's a cinching thing here, and uncinch it does come with some high visibility lanyard paracord. You can make a lanyard for it. Deployment. There's a hard plastic insert right there. The sheath is alright, but my main problem with it is the unnecessary bulk of the sheath. You can see, right, so you see how much, you know, just excessively long the sheath is. I mean, the blade, you know, the blade ends there, and then you got just, you know, it's just extra long, extra bulky. The pocket is convenient, but that just adds to the bulk. And also, look how wide. All right, well, hold on. Yeah, I mean, look how wide. It's like twice as wide. It's just a little unnecessarily bulky, but, you know, that's what you get. And this knife also does come with a little small neck knife called the Acheron, whatever. It's, so you can see, it is like their pig sticker, or bacon maker design, excuse me. Oh, it does not come with those custom scales. Those were put on by @PeacePiece on YouTube. Check them out. But yeah, it just has a, you know, a skeletonized handle the way it comes. And, you know, it is very small, but hey, it's a free little neck knife. Freebies never hurt. Alright, so my overall impression of this knife, you know, people might think because it's in the ZK line, they might think it's just a novelty knife, but in my opinion, that is not the case. In my opinion, this can be used as a fully functional large camp knife. It's definitely a hell of a chopper. I've chopped a lot of things with it. The handle design lends to it, and it's very strong. You can look. The primary bevel is way down there. So there's just a lot of metal above the bevel. It's kind of like, you know, it's a tough kind of pry bar design almost. And yeah, I mean, it's a very good knife for a moderate price. I mean, you can beat the crap out of it and it'll serve you well. You know, normally you wouldn't think of that type of Tanto tip as necessarily for a camping knife. But I didn't find that to be a problem at all. I found that there was more than enough edge area, even with those serrations, more than enough of a sweet spot to make a nice chopper. So yeah, I would recommend this as kind of a moderate priced large camp knife. If you want a knife that's durable and you can just beat the crap out of and don't want to pay too much, I would recommend this knife.